Hi guys, this is SDJR7F88 speaking with another update on Compton Martin. Now, first of all, I'd like to apologise for another 2-week gap since the last update. This is because I've been very busy over the past fortnight, as some of you YouTubers may know. And it's been quite an exciting week, as I've actually met up with 6 YouTubers. Other model railway and railway enthusiasts basically, and I met up with Makar Webb and Mully GWR at the East Somerset Railway. There's a video of some filming we did there. That was an excellent day, perfect weather, and obviously it was great to meet them and get to know them as well. Then it was quite a surprise to me. Went to the National Railway Museum for the Great Gathering, where I met another 4 YouTubers. I met Hornby a BF3 fan, who bought one of my wagons, so I'd like to thank him for that. Also, we met First Great Western 2012, who comes from near the Bristol area, so it's great to meet him as well. Then, surprisingly, this was a total surprise, someone came up and tapped me on the back and said, "Are you SDJR7F88?" And it was British Railways 60163. And his mate Chris. He actually recognised me from one of my videos. So yeah, it was good to meet him as well. And then we went and sorry, getting tongue-tied here. Then we went and met Intercity 82. As you all know, he's a very popular YouTuber, and it was great to meet him as well. So I've been very busy, and hence the reason why I didn't get around to doing a Compton Martin update last weekend. But before you turn it off thinking I'm blabbering on, as I always do, this update is a mega update. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm staring at the cobbles. It's because I didn't want to show you what's happened to Compton Martin. If I zoom out, we have the most complete view of Compton Martin yet. Yes, as you can see from just this little shot here, lots and lots has been done. So let's get right in with the update. Now, the first thing you probably noticed is the tarmac. Now, as you can see, I used that special tarmac paint here, and I painted over it in a darker colour. And then I used gravel here. The gravel bit hasn't come out as well as I hoped. So, I'm going to keep it as it is at the moment, but when I go to the Swindon Railway Festival in September, I hope to buy a pot of paint, 'cause that's where the last pot of paint came from. #1 Classic Car Fan bought it there, and I used it all up by accident. Not knowing how much I was going to use, so I'm going to paint over that with that stuff, and then give it a whole new layer of the darker tarmac, and also it'll blend in with the cobble line much better. As you can see, it's not very good there, because the paint's quite thin, but it will do for now. It's not going to be able to go to do any displays in that time between then and the paint getting the paint, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, it looks alright. I've also done the road. As you can see, I've repainted it again with another layer of tarmac to make it look a lot better. But yeah, that's all been done. What else has been done? Oh yeah, the buffers have all been attached. They've all been weathered up and attached. They're not glued down yet, but they're going to be glued, because I had to cut some of the clips off to make sure they fitted in with the ballast, rather than chipping away all the ballast, and also some of them were on awkward bits of track. But there, they fitted in perfectly with cobbles. And then we got the one down here. As I mentioned, they were all weathered up in another update. What else have I done? Also done the water tower, as you can see here. Now, this is one of those Pico water towers, a great little kit, only about £3. The only problem is, as you can see, it comes in a really dark grey. You can see it there, but it's like a really shiny. I tried matting it down and everything before I put the paint on, but because I wanted to paint it a light grey, as you can see. But the problem is the paint does chip off. I'm going to weather it up as well, but by the looks of it, it's going to chip off more paint before I actually get to weather it. So it's a bit sad really, so I'm going to have to repaint that, maybe put an undercoat primer on there, strip it all off and start again, but it will look like that. And obviously I'm going to have like the bleeding rust like I do on my wagons down the sides and stuff. That's got to be painted 29 brown, and then it'll also be weathered with soot powder, make it look a lot more better. I haven't done any work on the gully yet. I haven't tried the water effect, but so basically that stayed the same. But now onto the biggest part of the update. I have actually done the static grass, and what a difference it makes. Look at that. All the way along. all the way around there, and also down the side, and also I've added a bit on down here. But this is basically this is the knock 20, the knock 6mm grass. 20mm would be quite long, but as you can see, look at that. Really gives a realistic effect. It is literally that just adding the grass has, you know, brought the layout to life. I mean, honestly, it's amazing. Now, it was a mixture. As you know, I had like that beige colour, which is like a really dry summery colour, but that was too you know, yellow. So I decided to get a bag of summer meadow, which is like a green colour, and basically I mixed them about 50-50 together and gave them a good you know, mixed in a tub, and then I put them through my FMR static grass applicator, and the results are outstanding. As you can see, it gives a, you know, realistic blend of like a dry summer's day. Ironically, what we've been having quite recently, well, recently, as you know, it's been very hot weather. A bit more on the hot weather later, as a few things have happened to the model railway due to that. But yeah, it's, you know, really good. I've also toned down the grass, as you can see, with some Woodland Scenics turf. You like to resemble nettles and, you know, bits of the plant life that grow up through it. As you can see here, I've done quite a bit behind the plate layers hut. More along there, you can just see it in. It was just subtle. It just, you know, breaks up the monotony of the same tone of grass. But you can see it really stands up nicely, and it looks perfect with the trees and bushes on top of it. Now, I'm going to say these bushes are not attached, neither are the trees. The trees are not supposed to be attached, so they can be taken off when it's been moved, because they're quite, I won't say they're fragile, but they're quite expensive, and I don't want to damage them. But yeah, you can see the bushes aren't attached yet, but they will be glued, but they've got to be shaped a bit better, because they look a bit, you know what I mean, they don't really look a bit, they just look like they're just piled on there at the moment, just to add a bit of a shape to it. But yeah, it really blends in well with the rock face. I've also done the same down here behind the water tower, if I get behind there. The water tower is not permanently attached yet either. Most of it isn't, in fact, it all comes off. But yeah, you can see I've done more of that turf down there. That is all glued on. I have hoovered it all up. Maybe a few bits which might need gluing up, and the bits that got stuck onto the back seam there. But yeah, I've done it on there as well. The tree goes in nicely with the rock face. I mean, it blends in brilliantly with the rock face. I mean, look at that. Also, I did it alongside the road to give it more of a narrow feel. I've still got to put the lining on top of the bridge. There's like a brickwork which goes along the top, that's up in the loft. And I've also got to put another strip of grass down the other side once the back scene's on. But yeah, if I look it down the road, that gives it a really good country lane feel. Obviously, because I've been trying to, I've been thinking about which location. I've been trying to, you know, change the location of where the station was actually. Well, you know what I mean. I've been looking at Compton Martin itself, and I've been thinking about what was the best place the station would have been built, and I've changed the location slightly in the village to a more suitable area in the village, and it looks, admittedly, the back scenes, I've taken a back scene there. Hopefully it'll work. But yeah, hopefully look really good, and you know, maybe if I get the back scene on there correctly, people will go, so the station was there. Obviously it wasn't, because it wasn't a real station, but anyway, it still looks good. I've done all down the side here. Now I hope to go out a bit further here and create like a bulge there, same from the cobbles there to a gate post. You know, obviously make it a bit more grass-like, because the yard's quite bare there, if you know what I mean. It's just basically like a grey board. As well as that static grass, I've also made little tufts, thanks to Wordsworth's channel. Sorry if I've forgotten the whole name of your whole name, if that's correct or not. But he did a little tutorial on how to make tufts using a tin lid and putting a blob of glue and static grass on there, and it's come out really well. I mean, this overgrown effect at the end of the sidings, I still need to put more around there. As you can see, I've chipped away bits of the clay so I can get the buffers in. But no, the really dark weathered buffers went there. You're perfect for the engine siding. As you can see, there's the coaling stage there. Obviously more weeds got to be put around the bottom and around the edge. Yeah, because I haven't got round to doing them all yet. I've also put some weeds along the edge of the platforms. Again, all that static grass, just to cover up the sort of gaps. There is a bit of a crack in there, but you know, the station comes off. I can't really help that, but it's hardly noticeable. You see, you can't notice it from there. It's just when you're looking directly down on it. The platform's not sitting quite correctly at the moment anyway. But there's another one there. The plate layers hut needs to be levelled up a tiny bit. A bit more ballast under there, 'cause it's on a bit of a slant at the moment. You really get a view from it there, but you just a tiny bit of ballast under there. It'd be perfect. That's due to the hill, because you know, it's the smoothness of the hill sort of, you know, takes a bit of angle out of it. And again, some more overgrown bits down there. There's going to be lots on this siding because it's mostly this is the least used siding sort of thing, so there'd be weeds growing up between the ends of the rails here. Same around here, as you see, there's flat bits of clay where I didn't mould it, and obviously on the little mould line I want to get rid of. And around the bottom of the goods shed. You see I've positioned the goods shed on the cobbles again. Now onto the actual station itself. Nothing has really happened to the station. The signs have still got to do. I like to say thanks to Humboldt. I forgot the second part of your name, sorry. But Humboldt for showing a great little tutorial on how to make flower pots. And Brazil 2044 for his station sign idea with a flower bed around the bottom. I'm going to put the flower bed sign there, surrounded by a few little benches, and of course Humboldt's flower pots when they're done. See, a bit of brick wall's got to go down there as well, and the fencing around here, and obviously the steps have all got to be cobbled in, and the gates and everything. But now a little tiny bit has been done onto the signal box. Not sure if you've probably seen it, but look at that. Hey, Compton Martin now officially is Compton Martin. It's only a bit of paper. I'm going to get a proper card one, print off on some nice thick card. But there, Compton Martin has been blue tacked on like I said I would do. But yeah, it doesn't look out of place. I thought it would have looked a bit weird with being held up by blue tack, but it looks perfect. So that way I don't destroy the Shillingston, the Shillingston, there's one still on the end there, but the Shillingston name plate underneath. So yeah, that's come on really well. Now another little thing is I have fixed this pair of points, and this week there will be running videos on Compton Martin. There'll be a review of a special little engine bought for Compton Martin. That's I haven't picked it up yet, so that'll be on here. Very interesting little loco. So I'm not sure how it's gonna. I don't know how I've even seen it in the flesh yet, but hopefully when I pick it up, it'll be really nice. Yeah, so the review of that be coming on there, and also a few services. Brazil 2044 did a service to my layout, which was delayed by an accident on his layout. If you watch his video, I suggest you do. That'll be hauled by the new loco. It'll arrive on Compton Martin with a train from his layout. It'll pick up his weathered wagon. I hope he agrees with this. His weathered wagon that I've weathered up for him, which we're going to give to him next weekend at the East Somerset Railway Gala. And then it'll take it out the yard and to his layout. And where hopefully when I give it to him next week, it will show his loco pulling it with the same train onto his layout. A different loco because we trade over locos at a junction. Somewhere between his layout, Linkston I think it is, and Compton Martin obviously. Yeah, so that's about it for Compton Martin. And obviously I mentioned about services between layouts. Now, services between layouts on the main layout, I've only done one so far with 379 Electrostar. And I just mentioned Brazil 2044s. I'm doing a load of other ones, like with Matthew Snowden and stuff. But, as you know, we've been having a Heatwave this week. And it's been playing havoc with the loft. Obviously, it's unbearably hot up in there, as I'm sure most of you know, having loft layouts. But the worst thing is, part of the track on the main layout warped and it went skywards, basically. That has never ever happened before, which proves how hot it has been this week. So I've had that layout for like well over 7 years, and it's the first time that has happened. But luckily, I've managed to sort it out. I shortened the track a microscopic bit. So it's still tight and it was trying to bulge up a bit, but that means when it's cooler, it will go flat and it won't leave a massive unsightly gap in the track, which is good. So hopefully all services will be resumed on there. So sorry for the delay to there's so many YouTubers I got to do services to on the main layout. There's like rail tours and stuff, but 2 rail tours have been diverted. One of them, as I mentioned, is Brazil 2044s, which will be on Compton Martin, and Matthew Snowden's not rail tour, service with his 04 shunter will be diverted to Compton Martin, hopefully, which I hope to film in the next day or two. Anyway, so yeah, one more thing to mention. Next weekend, I'm not sure about Compton Martin updates again, I'm afraid. Hopefully there will be one, because I hope to get a bit more done, and I'll film it the day before. But on the Saturday, I'll be going to the East Somerset Railway Steam Dreams Gala to meet Brazil 2044, as I said, and hopefully 379 Electrostar all the way in from Dubai. So yeah, that'll be a really interesting day. I've got, as I said, the weathered wagon will be given to Brazil 2044. Obviously, lots of filming of the line will be done as they have three of their steam locomotives in action with passengers, freights, and stuff like that. So if you live in the area and you want to visit the East Somerset Railway Gala and meet me, Brazil 2044, and hopefully 379 Electrostar, leave a comment in the comment box and maybe I can meet you there. Well, we can meet you there, so that'd be interesting. Anyway, that's all for this quite large and random Compton Martin update. But I'm going to leave you with a few shots of a train running on Compton Martin. So this has been SDJR7F88 speaking, and thanks for watching.